Welcome to Silica.
In the year 2351, the advent discovery of teleportation revolutionizes transportation within the solar system. Despite its inherent flaws and egregious energy demands, this controlled tearing of space-time leads to the colonization of a terrestrial planet orbiting Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to our own. Moved by the deep red hues of its dwarf star, the people named their new home Centaurus, after the constellation within which it resides. Infrastructure is established between the people of Sol and the determined Centauri. An era of peaceful and prosperous existence for humanity begins. Yet, it would not last for long. Countless drones are dispatched to explore the vast expanse beyond. But the fundamental nature of teleportation results in a destination that is deeply drawn toward gravity wells such as planets, stars, and black holes. Despite all efforts, none return. Dreams of exploring deep space are thwarted by a lack of progress, and the project is eventually shut down. However, on an unlikely winter day, years after its departure, a single dusty drone returns. Hailing from a region beyond the galaxy core, the recovery of this unlikely traveler amounts to nothing less than a miracle, leading to the discovery of Balturus, a seemingly barren planet scorched in the blinding light of its host star. With the teleportation link stable, expeditions are mounted, and mankind, at the cusp of making first contact, explores the sandy wastes. As the curious adventurers sought, a discovery is indeed made, but not one they had expected. Deep inclusions within seemingly benign crystals of silica glisten in the star's brilliant light, casting a vivid sapphire hue which ensnares their curious eyes. This element would come to be known as Balterium, and is soon lauded as the greatest finding in human history. Samples are taken, experiments are made, and the material achieves the impossible, multiplying input energy by several orders of magnitude without a significant loss in mass, as well as manipulating the matter around it in ways that remain poorly understood. It does not take long for extensive mining to begin, but Balturus had one more revelation to unveil. From the amber hues of the vast dunes, a plethora of crab-like creatures emerge. Unimpressed by the colossal machines reaping the soils of their home, they attack with ferocious prowess, cutting man and machine, forcing the reinstatement and deployment of a vast military arm. With the creatures at bay, the Balterium spoils are enjoyed by the overindulged populace of Sol, with little trickling through to the proud Centauri. Despite the greatest of political efforts, appeals fall on deaf ears, precipitating the inception of their own mining enterprise, laying the foundations for conflict. As mining intensifies and relations wither, humanity is once more cast down the path of war. Within a year, the bloodshed begins.
All right. Welcome again, everyone, to Silica. This is an early access game released under the Bohemia Interactive program. The program, I can't remember the name of the program, but it's like their the release program to help indie devs get out there. And as I understand it, this is being mostly produced by a single guy. And the reason I'm covering it is because this is a new RTS FPS hybrid game, just like Executive Assault 2. And anybody who watches my channel knows that Executive Assault 2 are some of the best popular videos that I make. So I thought I would cover this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get in, I'm going to play a match and show it off to you guys. I'm going to discuss my thoughts on it afterwards. This is actually the second time I made this video. I actually recorded my initial thoughts and first look at on this game. But unfortunately, the file did not record correctly and the video was messed up. So I'm having to re-record it, but it's okay because it let me analyze the audio and decide that I kind of failed to commentate. My thoughts were all over the place and I kept repeating myself. I'm going to try to do a little bit better. So the different structure today, we're going to look at the game, play the game, and then I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the game. Side note, just quickly, more Executive Assault 2 videos are coming, and I apologize for my absence. If you guys saw my last community post, you know that I had some stuff happen, not the least of which lately was the destruction of my computer. The screen went on it completely, and I haven't been able to fix it. Shop wouldn't touch it. So I now have a new machine, and hopefully you will see some better picture quality, or maybe just smoother videos FPS-wise. I'm going to have to mess with some settings to figure out exactly what I can get it looking like, but hopefully a better experience nonetheless. This machine is 2 or 3 times stronger than the one I was using before, so fingers crossed. Let's get in here. Let's play. So there are 3 current game modes. Strategy, which is the FPS, RTS, flip-flop sort of thing that you would expect. There's Prospector, which is best compared to Deep Rock Galactic style game mode, but it's not the main point of the game. And then this is an FPS only free-for-all with different units. This mode, Arena and Prospector, have not been focused on too heavily just yet, but my understanding is that those are coming eventually. We're gonna play a single match here, and see what happens. You know what? Let's do the humans, aliens. Why not? We'll play as Sol. We're gonna play as the commander. There, you'll notice that there are significantly different aspects of this game in comparison to Executive Assault 2. It simply has different mechanics powering it compared to that game. Not necessarily bad or unfun ones, just different. I actually quite like this game. However, I will say off the bat that it's very early in its development. It's missing what I feel to be a number of key features that I would like to see or think we should see at some point in the hopefully relatively near future. So just, but like I said, keep in mind this is an early access game, so it's not going to be the most perfect thing in the world just yet. So whatever thoughts and feelings you have on it, I do ask that if you say anything in the comments or if you connect with the community, be nice. They're pretty much a one-man team from what I understand, and you know, it's very, very early access. The things are just not going to be polished all the way yet. So be patient. Good things will come, as with all early access games. Just gotta wait for them. We're playing on the map Rift Basin, I think it's called. Very slow start to the game, and then the game usually picks up pretty quickly. And if, as you saw in the intro, we have aliens and other humans to fight. Right now, the 2 human factions are completely the same. There are no differences whatsoever between them at this moment in time. However, that is 110% going to change. Everything I've seen and talked about with the people who are a part of the community have said that that they are going to be differentiated. So it will be a unique 3-faction game at some point down the line. That's just not something that they are working on currently. They're looking on some more quality of life things at the moment, I think. I haven't actually read the latest dev notes, so I'm not sure. You will also see some pathing issues, especially with the resource gathering. Like I said, just bear with it for now. They are working on it. We're actually gonna go. Triple refinery. I did ask at one point, like, kind of a recommended build order to get started with, and I was told double refinery into barracks, but you can actually afford a triple refinery at the start, and I'm bad at eco management, so we're gonna do whatever I goddamn feel like. Okay, so here are some bugs. As you can see, they are quite nasty looking. We will be looking at the FPS part of this. It's not as smooth yet as in Executive Assault 2, where you can just switch freely at will from commander. You do kind of have to switch modes almost, and an AI commander takes over if there is no human one in the spot. This is also something, as far as I know, is going to change. The bugs spawn with quite a few more troops than the humans do at the start, as the initial bug troops are more nimble but not as powerful as our early vehicles here, so we get more of them. But we want to try to harass them as much as possible. In fact, ideally we go flying. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't give you guys a fresh, new, genuine experience. I thought about recording it as if it was, but I didn't want to. It would have felt kind of cheap to do that after I had already experienced some of the cool things this game does have to offer. So at the very least, I can give some knowledgeable insight. I suppose I can talk a little bit about it while I'm playing in this early game, especially since it's a bit slow. So this game can support up to 32, 36 players in a single match, 3 commanders, and then however many FPS players joining in on those commanders. So you can get quite large games, and I have participated in a few of those quite large games, and I have to say they are outstanding. They're beautiful. There's long open engagements that I have found to be very enjoyable. The RTS mode is a little clunky, but it's okay. It makes up for it. There's also no formal tutorial right now. You kind of figure it out. Thankfully, it's relatively self-explanatory as far as, like, I mean, you can see these are obviously a node of some kind, right? So it's like, okay, refinery, harvester, duh, they're gonna go harvest node. Barracks is infantry, and then you got vehicle factories. So it's not like a difficult game to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, there is an enemy building, so we're actually gonna hold up in this choke point right here. I would like to find the bugs with the other quad. However, I'm unsure. Oh, right there. They spawned right there. Okay. We're just going to come over this way and have a gander. We're also going to send our riflemen down here. Do that. I want a light vehicle factory, which I can afford right now. Radar station. Sight range. So I think my idea for now is that the bugs are kind of easier to deal with in the early game, so I'm going to attempt to deal with them first before they get big, and then I'm going to go after the humans. Because the human AI is actually pretty good at building up, so I'm not as confident with them. We're just getting some good harassment here at this point. We're not really going to accomplish too super crazy much. In fact, oh my quad. Oh, wow. What a save. You got like 2 health. That's funny. Just pull back. Just pull back. We're gonna make a couple more. Maybe to engage at range for now. Hunters. This engage should be dangerous. That's good. Got our harassment forces. It's fine. It's okay. Research facility. Refinery somewhere, maybe. Let's see, what else can we discuss about the game while I play? I am going to keep this broken up into 2 parts. The games are a bit longer. This is going to be at about 30 minutes, so here in a little minute, we're gonna pause and take a break. And then if this video does well, I will finish the match. Haha. Telling you about the cliffhanger before it even happens. How does it make you feel? Oh, shredded. Shredded. Upgrade our tech level. And refinery. Yay. That's kind of a shitty refinery because of that cliff. Oh well. Give me light quads. Tisk tisk. Okay, the HQ does come equipped with some guns on it, so if they get too close here, they're just gonna get shot at. Yeah. There it goes. Not actually worried too much about the damage these things can do with this link. So as you can tell, it's a bit of a slower game. This video's already been going on for like 20 minutes. And it's got like a 4-minute intro, so it definitely has some promise. I like very much the look of the game. The visuals are impressive for how new the game is, I should say. like to see like defensive turrets or something. Because currently there really aren't any sort of defensive emplacements. Those all seem to. Oh, that's going to be there. These guys don't get torn to tiny little pieces by these. It's very possible. Big fights. Big fights. Not really. Adequate fights. Alright, I kind of want to push up, but we're gonna not yet. Because I'm shortly going to show you guys the FPS mode, and then we can talk some about it. I actually need these guys to support this, because he just ran in. Shoot him! Get him! Yeah! How many of you guys survived? Wow, 4, actually. It's impressive. Many more characters on that. Like I said, I do like the visuals in this game. Alright, so we're going to move this here. So the way you switch game modes, and you can switch at any time, is by pressing T. And we're going to click on the faction that we already are, but this time we're going to click infantry, and ta-da! We're here. You can see we've got really nice visuals. The crosshair also... The crosshair also shows your health and your ammo. Health is the bar on the kind of bottom left of the crosshair, and the ammo, as you can see, is the icon that's there. You can look at any vehicle and press E, and if there's not a player already in it, it will claim that vehicle and cause it to drive towards you. We can get in here. We can look at a map, see what's going on. There's some stuff coming. We're going to actually let the AI commander handle all of this for now. Leave them to do their own thing with what I've set up. I'm not sure if I've done better or worse than AI. But we are going to go push out across the field to the bugs so that I can engage something. Players can also get into these harvesters. I have not actually done that yet, but you can get into them and use them. And as I understand, it's very beneficial to do so, because you mine you're less likely to get stuck or something like that. I don't know exactly what the bugs are also playable, and you can do first-person control of the bug units as well. Although instead of getting into a vehicle, you are using thought transference, because it's a hive mind, obviously. And so you gotta just look at the bug you want to control when you press it. Still, very cool stuff. I do like it. And you can get in and out of the vehicles at will. So if I decide I don't want to use this vehicle anymore, I can just get out and move to a different one, and it'll be just fine. Coming up on the bugs over here, I see them. Negligible damage to buildings. Where's the enemies? There's something. Uh-oh. Nice, nice. Ooh, we actually do damage to this building. Weak spot? Oh, that's doing so much damage. It might be sort of the weak spot right there. Uh-oh. Oh man, we're tearing them up. I actually killed it. Okay. But say for example our thing has been damaged here and it's like, oh no, we're damaged. Uh-oh. I think it's their harvester. What happens if I jump in here? Wait, can I actually jump in? I can't. Damn. But anyway, as you can see, there are all sorts of different things you can do, and then obviously when you fight another human, the battles get insane. So let's pause for a second, and let's discuss. We're at 26 minutes. Just enough time. So, for this game, I really like it. I feel like it definitely needs some polishing. The RTS mode is a little bit clunky and unintuitive. Or not even unintuitive, just very simple. Place building, make more eco, make more vehicles, keep trucking along. It's all about spam, 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 spam. There's not really that much actual strategic decisions that have to be made. And when you do make strategic decisions, it's going to be the very basics of an RTS game, such as, you know, okay, expand my eco at this time. I'm going to send a force around the side to try to get around the enemy's main force, so if I can deal damage to their buildings or economy. Very simple, basic features of any RTS game. It doesn't really feel like there's anything unique here as far as the RTS side of things goes. That's not to say that won't change. I do like that there's an alien faction that is playable. But the alien faction at the moment feels very underpowered and a little bit lacking, in my opinion. It's a very, very good foundation, I think, is something. I also like how smooth the game is. A lot of these kind of games have large issues with people experiencing slowdown. I don't really get any slowdown or FPS lag. Every so often the game in multiplayer will freeze a little bit and stutter, or there's some lag back issues, but those are easily fixed, or at least can be addressed. I would say. I don't know about easily fixed. It depends on what the issue actually is. But the unit models, the look of the FPS, the look of the RTS, those things are good. There's an extremely good game waiting here just under the surface. Definitely needs some changes, though. For example, in FPS mode, I didn't actually show it. Here, I can try to show it very quickly by dying. But in the FPS mode, the map is huge. Gigantic. So if you don't get a vehicle, and you can't build a vehicle yourself. Ooh, speaking of dying, my vehicle just died. Something's over here to kill me. Hey, buddy. Shoot me. Shoot me. Oh, god damn it. Anything over here that can attack me, kill me? Hey, you can kill me. Thank you. So, in the FPS mode, when the maps are huge, so if you're not with a vehicle, then traversing the map on foot takes forever. Now there is a kind of a way around this that he included in the lore, and that was that bit about the teleportation. That's why that was in there. You've got this little tab in here. I can pick a spot on the map that already has units there. We have vision of it, and I can press E right here, and I can go there, right? It's gonna teleport me, so I can teleport myself to the front from the back lines. Is basically what that entails, and you know, now I can click on that vehicle right there and get in it. drive around. The buggies are super fun. Ow. Ran me over. But I can get in here and drive around and do cool stuff and everything. But then this dies. And the other thing is that the teleportation is only one time. So if I get out of this, I die. My vehicle dies. And now I need to walk to the new line. And it's over here in the north somewhere. Well, guess what? I kind of can't. I would be better off finding a way to die or switching teams, switching modes and then switching back. So there are definitely some problems. However, I would like to say that in general, this game has a ton of promise, and like I said, it's very new, so all of these problems are hard to be like upset about because all of them are things that can be addressed. Refusal to address them might be a mistake, I think. But as long as they do get addressed eventually, I don't see any problems with the current state of this game. I very much recommend you guys give this a shout and try it for yourselves if you like Executive Assault 2 or Natural Selection 2 or any of the similar games. Very much give it a look and see what you think of it. It's got a lot of promise. The multiplayer games are where it really shines right now because then you've got enemy players to deal with, enemy FPS players to deal with, and killing players is not as difficult as it is in Executive Assault 2. The movement is a little bit more realistic than a robot in space like Executive Assault 2. Although that's kind of like that vibe in Executive Assault 2. It feels like it fits. Where in this game, this is a bit more of a realistic FPS experience, if that's what you're into, and I kind of like it. So there is all that. 100% give this game a try. Don't expect it to be perfect. You're gonna have problems. There's gonna be issues where the game, mechanically speaking, just isn't where it needs to be. It's not, and I think that's fair to say. Is that the game is 100% not done, which is fine because it's early access, so you know that going in. And as long as you're okay with, needing to wait for big updates in order for the necessary features to come out, I think that anybody can have a lot of fun with this. Definitely get your friends to play it or join the existing games because the single player can be a little bit simple after a while, as currently there's no way to select easier or harder AI. If you want to see me finish this match, then show this video some likes and some support or something. Some views, something to let me know that you guys want to see this kind of a game or more of this content on my channel, and I will upload a part 2 that is strictly the gameplay of me finishing this first match that you're seeing right now. But until next time, we will see you next time, YouTube. Until the next time, see you next time. God, I have been away for too long. I'll just blow my brains out. Can we do that? Can we just redo that? We're gonna redo that. You guys pretend like that first outro didn't happen. Alright, and we'll see you guys in the next video, YouTube. Thank you for watching. And like and subscribe and whatever else that it is that YouTubers say if you want to see the part 2 to this match. Goodbye.